Hi everyone, Ravi this side. Welcome to Engineering Adda. So in the previous video, we were discussing about the functional interface, and there in that video we have discussed about the consumer functional interface in detail. Now in this video, we are going to discuss about the predicate functional interface, and we are going to discuss it in a very detailed manner. So let me try to go there, and first of all, let me try to show you what is predicate is. Okay, so we'll come here. Okay, so the predicate is a kind of functional interface, and it has a single abstract method called test, and its return type is boolean, and it is taking t as a argument. Okay, so you can also say that the predicate interface return a boolean value based upon the evaluation of the condition. Okay, predicate takes an argument of type t and return a boolean result. It has a single abstract method boolean test, and it is taking a argument as t. Okay, so this is about the predicate. Now let me try to go to the IntelliJ, and there practically I will try to create the scenario where we'll try to implement the predicate interface, and then we'll see how we can override the test method of the predicate, and then with the help of lambda expression also we are going to implement this test method, and then we'll also see the use cases of the predicate in the stream API. Everything we are going to discuss in this video. So let me try to go to the IntelliJ, and in the previous video we have discussed about the consumer. So I have created this class called consumer functional interface demo, and there we have discussed the scenario of the consumer. Okay, now let me try to create one class here, predicate functional interface demo, something like that. Okay, now just add it, and let me try to walk you through the predicate first. So just go to this functional interface and then see. So you can see the predicate is a kind of interface, and it is annotated with @ functional interface annotation. That means it has only single stack method in it. So if we'll come down, you can see this. It has a single stack method, and its name is test. It is taking t as argument, and its return type is boolean. Okay, so this is how the predicate interface is looking like. Now if we'll come here to this class, let me try to create the man method here, and in the traditional way how we try to implement an interface, the same way we are going to do here for the predicate as well. And later on we'll try to see how with the help of lambda expression we can implement the single abstract method of the predicate, and then later on we'll see the use case of the predicate in the stream API. So let me try to do those things here. So first of all, just implement the predicate here in this class, and you have to provide one argument here. So let's say it is integer. Now you have to add you have to override, right? You have to override the test method in this class. So just let me try to do that. Implement method, you have to implement this single abstract method, which is test. Just okay, and we are good. Now in this test method you can do your own implementation, right? So it is taking integer as a argument, and let's say you want to put some condition here. So let's say if you're going to check that this integer is even or odd. If it is even, return true. If it is odd, return false. Okay, so that is what we are going to do here. So let's say integer and %2 = 0, then in that case it is a even integer, and return true. Okay, else return false. Okay, so we have put this condition here in this method, and just let me try to put the colon here. semicolon. And yeah, we are good with the test method implementation. Now what we can do, if we'll come here to the main method, we have to create one reference of this class, and then with that, what we can do, we can directly call the test method. Okay, so new predicate function is interface demo. Okay, so we have created the object of this class predicate functional interface demo, and its name is functional interface demo. Now with the help of this object, what we can do, we can directly call this test method and provide some input here, which is an integer. So let's say we want to provide the input as 5. Okay, and what it will do, it will go to this test method. It will check if this input is even or odd. If it is even, it will return true. If it is odd, it will return false. So now again we have to create one variable to catch its result. So just create a variable called answer and just catch it. Now if you want to print it, you just print the answer here. So let's say provided integer is even if it is even, it will come as true here. Okay, so we are printing the answer here. Now let me try to run this and then see. So just run this and just let me try to maximize this console, and here you can see that we are getting the result as false. The provided integer is even is false, right? The input that we are sending here is 5, and it is not the even integer, it is an odd integer. That is means the answer that we are getting is false. Okay, now let me try to change the input to 4 and then see. Here you can see the provided integer is even and the result is, or the answer is true. So that means this test method is working fine, and this is how we can traditionally implement the predicate interface and override its test method, which is a abstract method. Now what I am going to show you is, with the help of lambda expression, we can directly implement its single abstract method, which is test. So how we can do that? In the previous videos, I have discussed that if you want to implement a single abstract method through the lambda expression, then you have to convert that method in the form of anonymous function first, and then with the help of lambda expression, you can implement it out. So that is what we are going to do now. So let me try to comment this thing. And now what you need to do, you need to comment this piece of code as well, but we need this method. Okay, so just copy this. Either you can copy it from here, or you can go to the predicate directly, you can copy it from here. So just copy it, come here to this class, and why we're getting this error? Okay, yeah, we need to remove this implementation. Now directly we can implement this test method with the help of lambda expression. So you need to make this test method an anonymous function. Let me try to remind you that anonymous function is a function without the name and its return type or any modifier. So you have to remove the name of this function. So just let me try to remove, and you can remove the type of the input argument as well. So just remove this. Now you have to introduce the lambda expression here, which is arrow sign and its body, and in the body you can put the implementation that you want to do in the test method. Okay, so here you can see the test method. This is what we were implementing. We were checking that the input integer, the input number is even or not. So the same thing you can do there. So let me try to copy this piece of code and come here and paste it out. And at the place of integer, you have to provide the input that you are passing here, which is t. It is checking that if this t is odd or even. If it is even, it is returning true. If it is odd, it is returning false. Okay. Now you have to assign this whole lambda expression to the reference of the predicate. So let me try to create the reference for the predicate here. So predicate, let's say predicate equal to this, and we are good now. Now here let me try to check what is the error. Okay, so it is saying that it is not applied to the object int. Okay. Let me try to check this predicate as an integer and then see. Yeah, it is good. So you have to provide that this the argument that you are passing to the test method of the predicate is integer type. Then it will take that here and it will process your result. So here what we are doing is we have created one lambda expression, and this is the argument of the test method of the predicate abstract method. Okay, if you'll go to the predicate, let me try to show you. So if you'll go inside the predicate, you can see we have the test method, and this is inside the test method we have one single argument that we are passing here. The same argument you need to pass here, and then you have to pass the you have to put the lambda expression, which is the arrow sign, and then in the body of the lambda you can put the implementation that you want to do in the abstract method. And that is what we are doing here. And with the help of this reference, what you can do, you can directly call the test method. So just paste it here, and then let's say in the test method we are passing the let's say number 5, and then see. So it will give you one result. Let me try to print the result directly here itself, and then see. So this integer 5 is not a even number, so this time we'll get the false here. So just run this application and then see. So here you can see in the console we are getting the result as false. Now if we'll pass the integer as 6, then this should give us the result as true. You can see this, right? So this is working fine, and with the help of lambda expression you can see you can directly implement this test method. Okay, now if you want to minimize the code, you can minimize it out. So here you can see as in the argument we have only single argument. Then you can remove this open and close parenthesis, and you can see still it will work fine. You can see you are getting the result. Now in the body you can see we have more than one line of code. Then in that scenario you need to put this body. But if anyhow you can convert this whole piece of code in a single line, then you can remove this body as well. So let me try to show you. So you can remove this whole if statement and convert this in a single line. So let me try to return it. Bye. Okay, so let me try to I think we don't need return here. Okay, let me try to put the return as well. Now run this again and then see. You can see you are getting the result. So you have reduced the code in a single line. Now we can see that we have reduced the code in a single line. Then we can remove this open and close bracket. So just remove it. Remove the return as well and run this again. And here you can see you're getting the result. Okay. So this is how you can remove your boilerplate code using the Lambda expression. So this is about the predicate functional interface. Let me try to summarize the predicate functional interface for you. So predicate functional interface is a kind of functional interface with a single abstract method, test. Test is taking, let me try to go to the test and show you. Test is taking one argument and its return type is Boolean. Okay. And with that the Lambda expression we can directly implement the test. And traditional way also I have showed you. Okay. Now the time for the use case of the predicate, where the predicate is used. So in the stream API we can use the predicate. So let me try to show you those scenarios as well. So now here let's say we have a list of integers and we want to find out even integers out of that list. So there is a filter method in the stream API which requires predicate. We can directly pass the predicate there and then filter out the even element from that list. So let me try to show you. So just let's say L and arrays dot as list, put some integers here. Let's say 5, 6. Let's say here let it be till 6, or you can introduce the 7 as well. Now you have to import the list and we are good now. Now just convert this list in the form of a stream and then you want to filter out, right? So just you can see there is a method called filter in this stream and this is taking the predicate as a argument. So if you'll go to the filter method, let me try to walk you through that. So just call this filter. If you'll go to the filter method, you can see it is returning a stream and it is taking the predicate as the argument. So here what we can do is we can directly pass the predicate that we have created here. And this predicate, what it is doing, it is filtering out or it is giving you the result for the even and odd numbers. If the number is even, it is giving the result as true. If the number is odd, it is giving the result as false. Okay, so this predicate we can directly pass here and then what it will do, it will try to filter out the even number out of this list. Okay, and then directly what you can do, you can print it out. So let me try to print it out here. Go to the for each system.out.print. Okay, now run this and then see. So here you can see it is filtering out the even number for you and it is printing out here. So what it is doing, let me try to explain you. We have a list of integers. This list has even and odd integers. Now we are converting that list to the stream and then we are applying the filter method on it and this filter method is taking the predicate. Okay, and we are passing this predicate here. What is happening here, when we are passing this predicate, it is directly calling the test method and in the test method it is passing this element one by one and whichever element is even, it is printing out that element because it is for the even we are returning true. So that is why it is printing out the even element here. Okay, so this is the use case of the predicate in the stream API. Now what you can do, at the place of the predicate, you can directly call this Lambda expression there. So just copy this lambda expression and paste it out, and then run here, and still you will get the same result. You can see it is giving you the even numbers. Okay, so this is about the predicate functional interface. In the upcoming videos, we'll cover the supplier and the functional interfaces. If you like the video, please hit the like button and please subscribe the channel for more such content. Thanks.